In one of my earlier videos, I spoke about 3 challenges I'd set myself: becoming a better biker, writing a game that helps my learning about being a biker, and make a coherent vlog. This is a video for the 3rd challenge, really trying to look at how I picked a camera. And I started out thinking about, well, what about my phone camera? I have it with me all the time. It's what I started with. What about that? In practice, the image quality was pretty good. I was expecting it to link to my crash helmet microphone, which it didn't do. But it's there, it's handy. It's really wobbly though. Even in slow motion, even with image stabilization on, it's really wobbly if you're trying to do any kind of motion work, so that doesn't work. Good things, it's thin. You can poke it into different places and get a good view. It is irritating if you're trying to do something because you have to use one hand to hold the phone and one hand to fiddle about. I bought a mount for the handlebars, and it has a little spring. I kind of tightened it all up, but it has a little spring at the bottom, which I wondered, was that a vibration dampener? Nah, no, not at all. Maybe on a push bike, but certainly on a motorbike, too much vibration. Wasn't really having it. So then I wondered, well, what about some image stabilization in the editing? Would that make a difference? Yeah, not really. Not really better, I don't think. No, that's unusable. There's no way I can learn from that. What? No, just no. Okay, so then my other thought was, what else have I got? We've got a 30 quid dash camera. Would that be any good? It's here. So I had a quick look at it. Problems with it: it needs a constant power supply. It's not going to be waterproof. No. Okay. Action camera. This is what they're meant to do. I realised that I wasn't that motivated to get out and ride. And partly the reason I wasn't that motivated to get out and ride was a sense of frustration that I wasn't going to be able to record it. We have got something that sits on a backpack strap. I think that's going to be alright. This is a very good start. This I've got no particular reservations about. So something to actually record onto. Well, that is a very little camera. And then bigger than the camera in a cage is, I'm assuming, a charging unit. Why would you? That does seem a bit superfluous. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's not. It is a curved sticky mount, which might be worth considering on my crash helmet. Curved thing, flat thing. Okay, we've got a thumb screw, USB Type-C cable. Ah, battery, that's handy. More information, check out something or other. Yep, okay, manual. Hopefully, I get a chance to play with this soon. Okay, wow. Legitimately, it was really surprising just how good this camera quality was. I was recording in 4K, which was a massive mistake in terms of file size. The image was lovely, but a real nightmare to then try and edit and do anything with. Put it on the crash helmet. I set the angle. It's, I think, a little bit low. Ideally I kind of want that vanishing point in the middle of the screen, I think. Just it feels a little bit unnatural the way it's set up here. So this is the route I do every day to work. So I've kind of tried it again with a different angle. I think it feels more comfortable to watch. Certainly it does feel more comfortable to watch. Can't see the controls on the bike so much, which, pluses and minuses to that, but it's pretty good. The audio was a real problem because the Osmo Action didn't connect to Bluetooth, and my Bluetooth microphone, as it turns out, wasn't working anyway. So, yeah. But it records well. It records for well over an hour, so I could do proper long videos, which are already posted, which I'm not going to kind of do massive clips of here. I was able to kind of figure out a way to get my phone to record some audio, and then try and match the two things up in an edit with the whole kind of clapperboard system and stuff. So this was really, really good. I was very pleased with this kind of camera. The screen on the front is helpful for the direct kind of vlogging stuff, you're not having to fiddle around with mirrors and things. But no, really, really good. Purple Panda external microphone. Cheap, but came with all the right bits. And yeah, this is with the audio recorded separately.
Second gear because the roads are not icy, but they're cold and my tyres are cold though. So, someone's suddenly got their lights on behind. Car coming there, but enough room for me to come.
So I found that Osmo do an adapter to connect an external microphone. My microphone wasn't detected initially, and it just turns out that I wasn't using the right connector on the end of the microphone. I changed that over with this adapter that came with all the kit, and the whole thing works. I was absolutely thrilled. So here's a slightly longer clip with the audio and video recorded together, and for the first time using the backpack mount.
We're just watching for these cars, so we've got cars, taxis, a little queue of traffic there. I'm sticking in position 2 at this point, just in case someone did try and bolt. We have a little bit of room just to play with them. Traffic continues down the hill. You can see a mirror for a side turning, a hazard, a warning sign for turning right, hospital sign, width restriction sign for one of the side roads, then we've got the junction marker itself, bus stop, and then go down the hill. Let's just wind that back again, because really what I should be trying to do is look ahead and read backwards. So bridge, cars moving pretty well on the bridge. Before that is a set of a junction. I happen to know there's part-time traffic lights there, and before that we've got these parked cars. Okay, over the bridge it looks like traffic is now slowing, lights are going on, so I'm just using my power off, but equally just not trying to encourage that car to pop out. So I'm going to be going on the A3 here. This can be a bit of a queue. We've got traffic behind me. No particular concerns there. The A3 itself is pretty light. No hold-ups going out of London. In fact, it looks pretty good both ways. Traffic approaching is a little bit heavy. I'm just going to go into this cross-hatched area so that traffic in lane 1 is able to come past if they want to, so that's entirely permissible. If there's a need to enter, which in this case there's a need, just to share the road and allow people to make progress. So I've got a left, I've got a right, then a left, and then another right. These are double white lines, so no overtaking. We're approaching 50-mile-an-hour zone as we hit the A3. So I'm looking to see whether or not there's anyone in lane 1, which there isn't, so I'm able to pull out straight away and then get myself up to 50 miles an hour. Probably quicken this down, but a little bit gently because it is wet. So 42, 45, 47, 28. So I'm at 50 miles an hour now. We just close that final bit of visor gap. Almost closed. There's a little bit of gap just to aid ventilation. So although it's a pin-lock system, tube of ventilation in this C3 Pro. White car emerging there. There's traffic quite heavily built up on the entrance to the roundabout. And looking at the traffic flowing on to the roundabout, it's going slowly. So where it's a 30-mile-an-hour section, even from that it's going pretty slowly. I'm looking across at the entrance where I want to join and just noticing there are some pretty heavy vehicles, but there are cars passing them, so that lane is obviously open. This light is turned red. I could have anticipated that, but I'm actually applying a little bit of brake just as we're approaching. Going to be waiting here for a long time in neutral, right foot down, just easing the pressure off the front brake as we arrive. That was actually a pretty nice stop. Wow. Put the indicator on so the car in front, the car behind have an idea that I'm turning right. So yeah, do I come back on the dual carriageway or do I go through Tolworth? Well, let's do Tolworth. A little bit of variety. Not very exciting, but a little bit of variety. So again, I've got no idea whether I've angled this correctly on the camera. So although it's a... okay, so this guy was not really planning to change lane when he was coming around this roundabout, so I'm just going to pop in here. Because we all are planning to change lanes, aren't we? It's straight into heavy traffic, so let's pop into that lane. This will have a number of parked vehicles. Come on, guy, you can go past. Come on, Range Rover. No, you're not coming out? You're not playing? No? Okay, alright. Alright. Let's keep an eye on that fuel gauge. Alright, I'm going to come a little bit wide just so I can see a bit further up here. That's 2 lanes, a straight on lane over here. Let's pop into here then. Watching out for this good dude. Parked vehicles up ahead, people are going to have to deal with, and the lane narrows, so I'm just going to put myself in front of this red car. Not really inconvenience anyone by doing that. Move a little bit wider the pedestrians, avoid the parking car. Just splitting the hazards there from the turning and the parking. Got a car that's turning, I'm in this lane, I'm going to just come out of this lane here because that's become a right turn lane, and I'm just going to filter past these guys here. I'll be up behind the white van, I would imagine. Yep. Just keeping going gently. In second, 60 miles an hour. I could possibly put it into third. Look, I'm at 23. That's good third gear territory, I think.
So that was a vlog about my vlogging challenge and finding a camera, and I've already got ideas about my future vlogging vlogs.